Hey, what's up, guys? We are starting something new. It's called statistics, and we're going to be talking about stuff like the mean and the mode and the median and the range, and we're going to be doing box and whisker plots and interquartile range and all that fun stuff. You learned some of this stuff in the 6th grade, but we're going to go over it like you've never learned it before. And it's going to be a long video, so just stay with me. If you get, you can fast forward through some of it if you think it's too easy, but we're going to cover a lot of stuff in this video, okay? So bear with me and watch it. It'll be well worth your time, all right? And use this video while you're working on your homework and your quizzes that are coming up, all right? So let's relax, get you a drink of water, and let's do this, okay? So we are going to learn about stuff like I said, we're going to start easy, and we're going to be talking about doing the mean, and the mode, and the median, and the range. That's going to be the first part of our video, and you did this in the 6th grade. So it's going to be a little bit of review, but for some of you that maybe didn't learn it so well in the 6th grade, this will be new for you, and you can learn it, and it's going to be awesome. All right, so let's start off with doing the mean. The mean, spelled just like you're being mean, right? The mean. And to do the mean, let's take a set of numbers. I'm going to give you a set of numbers like this: 5, 7, 10, 14, and 20. Okay? So what we're going to do is with these numbers, sorry, let's move this over a little bit. Okay. So we're going to take these 5 numbers and find the mean. It's like finding the average. All right? So what you do, you add them up. I'm going to add them, so let's do 5 plus 7 plus 10 plus 14 plus 20, and that's 56. And then we're going to divide by our total numbers, like how many numbers we have by our total numbers. Why not? And how many total numbers we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to divide 56 divided by 5. That's 11.2. So that's your mean. That's all you do for the mean, guys. You add up all the numbers, okay, and then you divide by how many numbers you actually have in the set. So in this data set, we had 5 numbers. We added them all up for 56. So you say 56 divided by 5 is 11.2. That's the mean of these 5 numbers, okay? It's pretty simple. Add them all up and divide them by how many numbers you see. There's 5 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers, all right? Cool. Rewind it if you want to go over it again. All right, let's do another one. Now we're going to talk about the median. Okay? And the median, think about the median is in the middle. The median's in the middle, okay? So let's do a whole different set of numbers. This time, let's use, and it's important that when you do the median, you arrange the numbers in order. In order. So let's take us numbers like this: 9, 3, 7, 5, 8. All right. Now let's look at these numbers and find the one in the middle. All right, first off, I want to put them in order. So I'm going to say 3, 5, 7, 8, and 9. So what number is in the middle? You can already tell right away, but when it's a long list, I like to start at the beginning, cross one out here, and then cross one out at the end, and then cross one here, and then cross the next one on this side. And what are we left with? 7. So the median is 7. It's pretty easy, right? Now let's do one that's a little bit harder, but still median, okay? So we're going to do the number in the middle. 1, 7, 5, 4, 12, 15, 8, and 7. Alright? So let's rearrange them in order. So obviously 1 is first. What's next? 4, 5, 7. Don't forget, there's another 7. 8, 12, and 15. Did I do that right? There should be 8 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now let's find the one in the middle, okay? Boom, get rid of that person or number, get rid of that guy, that guy, that guy, and that guy. Well, look what happens. If you do here and here, you're going to get rid of all of them. When there's 2 in the middle like this, you have to do the mean, okay, of those 2 numbers. So you say 7 plus 7 equals 14, and 14 divided by 2 equals 7. So this one's kind of easy, right? The median is 7. Okay? Let's pretend, let's do it again. And let's pretend that this number was at the end. Let's pretend this number was 17. This will make it a little bit harder. All right, so let's arrange them in order. 1, 4, 5, 7, 8, 12, 15, 17. All right, let's find the median. Boom, 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 boom. Now look, there's 2 left. If you cross both those out, you need a number. You need the one in the middle. So we have a 7 and an 8. So we're going to say 7 plus 8 equals 15. And we're doing the mean. How many numbers do we add? 2 numbers. 15 divided by 2 equals 7.5. So in this problem, the median is 7.5. Okay? All right, I'm going kind of fast, but remember, you can always rewatch it, all right? And this is a review from 6th grade, okay? All right, let's do the next set. You have to practice this stuff, and it gets really easy, all right? The next thing we're going to do is the range. Okay? And the range is simple. It's just the biggest number in your list minus the smallest number in your list. All right? And for this one, you really don't need to rearrange them. So let's check it out. I would practice rearranging them in order just to practice, okay? So let's say we've got 20, 10, 5, 31, and 7. Okay? Let's just practice rearranging them. You don't have to do this for range, but I just want you to get in the habit. It'll help you on the other ones. Oh, that's not right. 5, 7, 10, 20, and 31. Now, what's the biggest number we see? 31. Minus, what's the smallest number? 5. So the range is 26. Range is easy. Take the biggest number minus the smallest number. Okay? And the last one, not the last thing we're going to do in the video. I told you guys it's going to be a long video, but you're going to use this for this video for a bunch of stuff, okay? The last thing is really the easiest one, and it's called the mode. All right? The mode is just the number that you see the most in your list. All right, it's the number you see the most. So here's our list. Let's make a list. 3, 4, 1, 12, 2, 4, 3, 4, 8. All right, so there's our list. So what number do you see the most? All right, how many 3s are there? There are 2 3s. There's 3 4s. So the mode equals 4 because there's 1, 2, 3 of them. All right. Okay, the mode is 4. If it's a tie, let's look at, or if there's no mode, check this out. Let's see, this is your list: 3, 7, 2, 5, and 10. In this case, there would be, do you see any numbers that are there more than others? No. It would be no mode. Okay? What about this one? 2, 3, 2, 3, 5. In this case, there is 2 shows up twice and 3 shows up twice. So the mode would be, and they're the top, right? The mode would be 2 and 3. 2 and 3. Okay? I made the little and symbol there. 2 and 3. Okay? Alright, that's mode. Cool. So we did mean, mode, median, and range. Alright, rewind if you need that, because you're going to need to know how to do these to do the rest of this stuff. Alright, let's do some practice. Let's look at this one. I'm going to zoom it in a little. Alright. So someone wrote down, we're pretending about this, there was a soccer team and they had a bunch of games, and let's see how many games they played. So each dot represents a game. Okay, each dot is a game. So 1 plus 3 is 4, that makes 6. There's 10, 13, 16, 19, 20. So this team played 20 games. There's 20 total dots. And we want to kind of figure out how many goals were they scoring. Were they a good scoring team? So this represents the goals they scored in each game. So let's just write down the numbers. They scored 0 goals. They didn't score any goals in one game. They scored 1 goal in 3 different games. So we're going to write that down 3 times because there's 3 ones, right? They scored 2 goals in 2 different games. 3 goals in 4 games. And then there's 3 4s. And 3 5s. And 3 6s. And 1 7. So that's like the list. They played 20 games, and that's how many goals they scored in their games. Okay? So, let's do what we just practiced. Let's find the mean. Let's find the mean. Alright, so this is annoying, but you just got to do it. Let's add up all these numbers. Okay? It's easy to make a mistake doing this. I hope I did it right. So I added all those numbers up, and I got 71. I hope that's right. And But if I did it wrong, you still kind of know what I'm doing. I added all these numbers up, and I think it's 71, okay? And then we're going to divide that by how many numbers we listed, okay? There's 20 numbers here. Remember, there was 20 dots, there's 20 numbers. So we're going to divide 71 by 20. And this is their mean. Sometimes it's called the average. So they averaged, or their mean was 3.55 goals per game. So they were a pretty good scoring team. They usually got at least 3 goals a game if you averaged it out. Okay? It's pretty cool. So they usually scored more than 3, around 3 to 4 goals a game. That was their average. That was their mean. Okay? All right, now let's do range. Now remember, range is biggest minus the smallest. So this is going to be easy because we wrote them in order. The biggest number we saw was 7. That's the most they scored in one game. The least they scored in one game was 0. So the range was 7. Pretty simple, right? Let's do mode now. Remember, mode is the number that shows up the most. So let's check this out. We've got 3 1s. Oh, it's easier. Just look at the dots, right? What showed up the most? Obviously this one, right? There was 4 of these, right? 4 3s. Okay, so the mode is 3. 1, 2, 3, 4 of these, right? Just like here, it was the biggest dot line, right? Easy. The last thing is the median. So remember, for the median, you want to line them up in order. We already did. Now we're going to get up here, we're going to start slashing, right? So we're going to say here, here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 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 1 here, 1 here. We're almost there. Oh, if we do this one and this one, we're out. So it's between 3 and 4. So we're going to say 3 plus 4 equals 7. And then, right? And then, but remember, when we do the mean, we take the 2 numbers. We add, we got 7. How many numbers did we use? 2 numbers. So it's 7 divided by 2 equals 3.5. So the median was 3.5. It was almost the same as the mean, right? But not quite. It was 3.5. Okay? Rewind it. Do it again. Pretty easy. All right? Let's do that again. All right? This is, they asked some kids to say how many brothers and sisters they had. Okay? So there are our numbers. All right? So let's start off by doing the mean. So we got to add them all up. We have 0 and 0. Oh, sorry. We're going to add them, right? So let's say 0 plus 0 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. There's 3 1s. There's 5 2s. 3 3s. And we've got 4s, right? So let's add all these up. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 16, 19, 22, 26, 30. 30 divided by, how many numbers are there? 2, and there's 5, and there's 10, and there's 15. There's 15 numbers, right? And that is 2. So our mean is 2. Easy. Let's do the range. The range is simple. When you have a graph like this, the biggest number was 4, right? The smallest number was 0. 4 minus 4 is 0. There's your range. The mode The number we see the most was 2, right? It was 5 2s. And the median, we have to slash them up, right? Find the number in the middle. All right. I've kind of made a list right here. Let's just use this. Gone. Look, there's only one left in the middle after we slashed them. That's good. That means we're done with it. So the median is also 2. Getting the hang of it? Awesome. Okay. All right, so let's switch it up a little bit. Okay, now we're going to talk about something called the You know what? I'm going to make another video. Peace.